build a strong, united and virile nation, Nigerians have shed much blood. The thought of further bloodshed, for whatever reasons, must, I'm sure, be revolting to our people.
It was just another busy morning in Lagos, the capital of Nigeria at that time. People were going to work. School children were preparing for classes. Soldiers stood at checkpoints as usual. Then suddenly, loud gunshots echoed across the street. Within minutes, one shocking rumor spread everywhere. The head of state has been shot. Many Nigerians refused to believe it. How could one of the most powerful men in Africa be killed in a broad daylight? How did a military leader, surrounded by soldiers, become so vulnerable? Was this simply a fake coup, or was there a deeper conspiracy behind his death? To understand why General Murtala Mohammed was assassinated, we must first understand the man himself, the changes he brought to Nigeria, and the enemies he made in just 7 months in power. General Murtala Mohammed was born on November 8, 1938 in Kano. He attended military training in Nigeria and later in Britain. By the age of 27, he had become one of Nigeria's youngest senior military officers. During the Nigerian Civil War in Nigeria, he commanded the 2nd Infantry Division. He was known as extremely brave, very outspoken, fearless. Some admired him, others feared him. His personality would later define the way he ruled Nigeria. After the Civil War ended in 1970, General Yakubu Gowon remained head of state at first. Many Nigerians supported Gowon, but as years passed, problems increased. The country became known for corruption, delayed return to civilian rule, waste of oil money, slow government decisions, growing public frustration. Many military officers believed Nigeria was moving in the wrong direction. On July 29, 1975, while General Gowon was attending an international meeting overseas, young military officers carried out a bloodless coup. They removed him from office. General Murtala Mohammed became Nigeria's new military head of state. Many Nigerians celebrated. People believed a new era had begun.
Fellow Nigerians, events of the past few years have indicated that despite our great human and material resources, the government has not been able to fulfill the legitimate expectations of our people. Nigeria has been left to drift. This situation, if not arrested, would inevitably have resulted in chaos and even bloodshed.
He ruled for only about 7 months. Murtala quickly became one of Nigeria's most popular military rulers. His government moved with unusual speed. One of his first actions was to attack corruption. Many government officials were investigated. Several were dismissed. Others were forced to retire. He warned public servants that dishonesty would no longer be accepted. Many ordinary Nigerians welcomed this. Aside that, thousands of civil servants were dismissed or retired. His government argued that many workers were corrupt, lazy, inefficient, no longer productive. The exercise shocked the entire country. Government offices suddenly became more disciplined. However, many innocent workers also lost their jobs without proper investigations. This remains one of the most controversial actions of his government. Murtala believed Lagos had become overcrowded. Traffic was terrible. the city was becoming too congested. His government created a panel that recommended building a new capital city in the center of Nigeria. This eventually became Abuja, although it was completed years after his death. Murtala gave Nigeria a stronger voice in Africa. He openly supported African countries fighting against colonial rule. He strongly supported the struggle against apartheid in South Africa. Many African nations respected him for standing firmly against foreign domination. Unlike many military rulers before him, Murtala announced a timetable for returning Nigeria to democracy. Although he did not live long enough to complete it, his successor continued the process. Despite his popularity, Murtala's government also had weaknesses. Thousands of civil servants lost their jobs. Some deserved it, others were dismissed without fair hearing. Many families suddenly lost their only source of income. Critics argued that justice was sacrificed for speed. Murtala ruled with firmness. He rarely tolerated opposition. Many decisions were made quickly without wide consultation. Supporters called him decisive. Critics called him authoritarian. Because he wanted rapid change, some policies were introduced without enough planning. This created confusion in some government departments. As Murtala continued his reform, he made many enemies. Some were officers removed from powerful positions, soldiers who lost influence, civil servants dismissed from work, politicians who feared his reforms, military officers unhappy with changes. Not everyone welcomed his fast pace. Some believed they had been treated unfairly, others felt ignored. This tension would later contribute to his deadly conspiracy. One officer became the face of the conspiracy, Lieutenant Colonel Buka Suka Dinka. Dimka believed Murtala had treated him unfairly after the 1975 coup. He and several officers secretly planned to overthrow the government. Their plan was simple: kill the head of state, take over military installations, announce a new government, control the country before loyal soldiers could respond. Friday, February 13, 1976, General Murtala left his residence in Lagos. One unusual thing stood out. His official convoy was very small. He was known for avoiding unnecessary securities. As his black Mercedes approached the area near Ikoyi, soldiers loyal to Dimka blocked the road. Gunfire suddenly erupted. The attackers surrounded the vehicle. Murtala refused to run. He remained inside the car. The gunmen fired repeatedly. Within moments, General Murtala Mohammed was dead, and his driver also was killed. Nigeria's head of state had been assassinated in broad daylight. Many officers believed Murtala's promotions and retirement were unfair. Some felt they had been pushed aside. Dimka claimed he had been unfairly treated after the 1975 coup. He believed he deserved a better position. His anti-corruption campaign and mass dismiss created many enemies. Some people lost power, influence, and income. Ultimately, the assassination was part of a military coup. The goal was not only to kill Murtala but also to replace his government. Although Murtala was killed, the coup quickly collapsed. Many military commanders remained loyal to the government. One of the key officers who resisted the coup was Lieutenant General Olusegun Obasanjo. Government forces regained control. Dimka's radio broadcasts failed to win broad military support. Within days, the coup has failed. Dimka fled. He was later captured. The government arrested many officers connected to the coup. Military tribunals investigated the conspiracy. Several officers were convicted. Lieutenant Colonel Bukasuka Dinka and others were executed by firing squad. The government wanted to send a strong message that military coup would not be tolerated. After Murtala's death, Lieutenant General Olusegun Obasanjo became head of state. Rather than abandoning Murtala's plan, he continued many of them. Most importantly, he completed the transition to civilian rule in 1979, handing power to an elected government. General Murtala Mohammed ruled Nigeria for only about 7 months, yet his impact has lasted for decades. He inspired hope with his fight against corruption and his promise of a more disciplined government. At the same time, his rapid reform created powerful enemies who believed they had been pushed aside. On February 13, 1976, those tensions exploded into one of the darkest days in Nigerian history. Today, Murtala Mohammed is remembered as a bold and energetic leader whose life was cut short before Nigerians could see what his full vision for the country might have become.